Hello folks and welcome back to Relaxing Woodshop. My name is David. Christopher can't be with us today, so you just have to put up with me. This week what we're going to make is what's called, in our house, a butterfly tree. Now, a butterfly tree is something I started making a couple of years back and giving out as the old gift, and there's actually a lot of people now ask me, where can you get it? I don't actually know if anybody else does it. So if you stick around and we can do this together, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Relaxing Woodshop. So guys, what we need for this one is 3 real ingredients. First of all, we need our lovely piece of wood. Then we need a stick or a branch from the garden, and then a couple of wee butterflies. Now, obviously not real butterflies, we're going to get wooden butterflies. You could make them if you want, but you can actually get these butterfly pieces of wood very, very, very cheap, so you can, and then place them onto the branch. So, let's get going. So our branch, where are we going to go to get our branch? So let's head up the back of the garden, and we can have a wee look through to see what we can grab. It has to look something that looks like a tiny tree. Very easy to get a hold of if you're looking in the right place. And of course you have to have a few trees and branches around you. So what have we got over here? This is normally where the wee branches fall. And we just found a winner. Now you're wondering what on earth's going on here. Bear with us. So our first port of call is to get all these wee leaves and branches off. So it's just so we can see what we're doing with. There we go. Get that snapped off too. Now, that looks very nice, and you're still probably wondering what on earth's going on. But what we'll do is, let me see where the angle for the best part. So that tree there, there. So we'll probably cut that off just about there, so we will. So let's get our scissors and we'll cut that off. Or we can actually set this wee block down here. Get our flat pan axe. So, yes, that's perfect. So on to the next stage. Now, the next stage is prepping your wood for the lathe. So what we'll do is let's get the center. You do this all 4, and the reason for the all 4 is very rarely is the wood perfectly square, and you'll see in a second that the lines kind of go offset to there, as you can see. So then we'll mark a wee mark just there, and that's our center on that side, and we'll do the same. Oh, in case you're wondering, this is, I believe, mahogany. Lovely smell from the mahogany, I must admit. And again, there's your center mark there. So now we need to do is tap this onto the lathe. Now, prepping the lathe. We'll add 1 to that side, and we also have our wee stock to this side. Then it's just a matter of putting the wood on, which I actually have forgotten while I'm recording. So, stay there. Yeah, I think we would have this all prepped and ready. Here we go. So there's our piece of wood. So what we need to do now is line that side to our mark, like so, and then line this side to our mark, like so. Lock ourselves in, and then just gradually press that in. Give it enough turn that you're getting a bit of a bite to the lathe. Always remember to read your instructions with lathes and machines. Anything we do, obviously we're doing it the way it suits us. Safety comes first with these machines, so always read the books of your machines before you get stuck into stuff like this. So once we've got that set up, and I'm happy enough that that's not touching the stock, we'll lock that in as well. There we go. And now what we're going to do is make this a cylinder. Like a knife through butter. Now, as you can see, we now have a perfect cylinder, okay? So what we're going to do now is design that cylinder to match the shape. So let's grab a pencil We're going to switch it on nice and low, and we're going to look at what way the vase is going to work to hold the butterfly tree. So we need this bit to secure into the chuck, so we'll mark a line there. This will be the bringing in part, I suppose, if you want to call it, of the base, and then as we bring it back out, we'll maximise it up to about thereabouts, and then we'll again bring it up to the top here. So well, it has to be the top there. So we're going to do like another lip around about there. Might make that a wee bit smaller around about there. So as you can see, it's very hard to see maybe with the camera there what we're aiming for, but once I put a couple of wee marks on this with the actual marker, you'll see this coming into more effect. As you can see now, she's really starting to take shape. So what we've got the outline, the incurved part, as I like to call it, probably not even called that, and then of course our wee stubby base, which is going to sit to the table to stop it from falling over. So we're just going to continue gradually working this wee line up, and then we'll do a bit more curving here, and then we're going to put it in then to the chuck after that. So before we actually put it in the chuck, while there's still a bit of torsion and strength to where she's sitting, we'll start sanding that down, so we will. Okay guys, now it's time to get her off of the individual one. So what we'll do is we'll push this, set that to the side, get our wee pull bar from the back end, give this wee push out, and then get our chuck, roll the chuck up in, make sure it's a good lock, and then we get the wee gauge. And then what we need to do is get her into here. Now, that fits absolutely perfect. So we'll get a wee bar and tighten up that chuck. What's this allowing us to do? It gives us access now to this part to sand down, and of course to remove the actual vase off the chuck. Nice and sturdy. Now, just before we get actually separated, this is a good time to actually give it a good coat of lacquer. So switch her on nice and low and watch the difference. Leave that for about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll do another wee sand coat, another 5 or 10 minutes, sand coat, and then we'll be on the removal. But as you can see, it gives it a very, very clear consistency all the way around. Now, while you're waiting for the wee vase to dry, what we're now going to do with our wee baby tree, what it looks like now, is put another coat of lacquer on it. So a few coats of it, and that'll seal in the original look and keep it lasting much longer. Okay guys, so here we go. No rush, nice and slow. You'll see it starting to part very soon. There we go. Okay, so now we need to drill a hole through the centre of it for the wee tree. Look, looks like a wee tree now. So we'll just get where we nipped it at the vise. And that does that. And now what we'll do is we'll feed in the stump and it sits in like that. Now you're noticing what it's starting to look like. So now we have our wee butterflies that we've bought. Again, eBay, anywhere like that. They're very, very cheap to get. So they are. I think a pack of 10 is like £1 or something. So what we'll do, get a wee bit of glue onto where you want it to go. So let's see, let's put the first one here. Bit of activator on the back, because then we want instant stick. Give that a few seconds. A wee bit longer. And that's one. And then we'll go for another one. Let's see where we'll put this one. Just about there, I think, would be nice. Don't let the glue stick up too far. Put a bit of activator. Like a glue there. Whatever you do, don't glue your fingers to it, or it might be unusual going to hospital, something like this stuck to you. 2. We'll do 2 more then, so we'll go for one just around about here. Don't worry if the glue shows. Once it dries up itself, it's very forgiving in terms of just looking part of the gloss to the branch. We'll hold that one there. Whoa, that one didn't stick, a bit longer. I think this happened the other day, didn't it, on the show? Now, the reason that we stopped the video almost to the end of the butterflies is because when I was gluing, I didn't realise that my finger off it glued together. And I mean glued together, it is glued together. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a wee bit of, what are we going to get? Give us a minute. Well guys, there you have it for another week. Yes, I have now eventually got my fingers detached from my thumb. So don't do that. Halfway through the video, just me saying that, it had to happen. But anyway, look guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Relaxing Wood Shop, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Be safe.